Oh, looks like we did it. I think maybe, possibly. Thinking. Excellent. We're live. Score. Scott, thanks for joining us, dude. It's been a while.
What's up, guys?
Well, we're still here.
We're glad you're still here too.
I'm busy. Busy.
Excellent. So yeah, David, first off, for anyone that's on the YouTube, if you want to join the Zoom, if you're just watching on YouTube and you want to join in the conversation, links on the community, okay, or in the email that I sent out earlier today. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Um, so yeah, you probably have to, I mean, so you want to have like a read more section within, like you have content and then you want to have a content that is read more and then more content below it. Like,
Yeah.
why can't you just put the whole thing in a read more on the stacks page? I don't understand that.
Well, I did try splitting the admin into two, but it causes quite a few problems in the layout.
When you try to split the text content into two?
Well, no, I created another admin, so I had two sections of text in that area.
Mm-hmm.
But it only showed the one. Then I tried something even simpler. I used an accordion
Mm-hmm.
in the section, but it would only show one of the accordions and not
Mm.
the other accordion. So then I thought,
Yeah, I
I'd
would use,
chat
I think
GPT.
a couple stacks that do read more. Let's see, I think there's like a more-ish or something like that. I think from Shaking the Habitual is a nice one. And basically you just, and I think actually I think Scribe from Tav from Big White Duck that has a read more functionality. You can use something like Peekaboo. I actually have added an official read more into Peekaboo, but I haven't had time to actually ship it. And then yeah, just you would just put the CMS macro into those stacks, or that's how I would recommend doing it. Instead of trying to figure out how to add that functionality inside of HipWig.
Okay. I thought
Hopefully
I'd
that makes
ask
sense.
in case it was a simple one.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yep.
But chat.
Steve, did you get you had a post recently on the forum on the community. I forget what it was, but I think I answered it. Did that help you out? Yes, no, maybe so. Forget what it was about.
For me, no.
Oh,
Mine?
Yeah.
No, I'm looking for the nothing found part works. No results works just fine.
Uh-huh.
But I have a heading for like the search results. And I want to not show the heading if nothing's found. Um, and that I can't quite figure out how to do. It's because you're already in the loop.
So you have a heading for your
Yeah.
search results.
Yeah. Can I show you?
And you don't want to display the heading when there are no results.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah. That's the challenge. I mean, I could go through I figured out later I could go through the CSS thing and put it in every one and then use the only first and whatever,
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was trying to see if there was an easier way to
So
do it.
So on that camping site, if here, I'll share my screen. Oops. Wrong keyboard shortcut. Let's go to this one. It's faster. All right. If we go to explore, right? One thing you'll notice is let's do just a quick filter. You notice up here, I have like a little counter for how many search results there were.
Right.
Okay. Um, so, and this is obviously where the loop is over here. So how am I getting information about this loop outside of the loop, even before, because this is obviously before the loop is even on the page? Like, how do I do that? Okay. So the trick here is to use data loaders. Right. So instead of, where's my loop? Right here. Right. Instead of the loop having search and filters,
Right.
okay, if you notice that these are even they're completely disabled. What I'm doing is I'm using preloaded data. Okay.
Right. I thought of that, but I
Yep.
didn't know you could do a search on the
Yep.
preloaded.
So I think search was, I think I added search in the last beta. Either that or I added it very recently and you don't even have that ability yet. It's possible too.
Yeah.
That could be a possibility. So okay, yeah. So in preloaded, you in a collection, because I want to do that. I think before search wasn't here, and I have added search. Okay,
Okay.
so I've added search to this preloaded data. See, and I do search and filters, and then the results get assigned to the variable campsites.
Yep. Our collection only has filtering and sort.
Okay. Yep. So
Yep. Perfect.
next update, you'll have the ability to have search inside of that.
Yep. Then I know what to
Okay.
do.
And actually here, if you'll notice, I'm actually loading in two. I have two things. Okay. Because if we look at the site, I have 111 from 167. Okay. This number isn't static, it's dynamic, right? I know what the total number of campsites are, and then I have the filtered results. So how do I do that? So here I have I'm loading the collection, and I have a couple filters based on if the place is true, if it's active, or if it's temporarily closed. Okay. So that gives me all active campsites, right? And I assign that to an active campsites variable. Okay. So this is now it's loaded all of the active campsites from the collection. Then this particular one, what it does is instead of querying again, it actually loads in active campsites, then does a search and filter based on that.
Mhm.
Okay. So I mean it would you don't have to do that twice, but this is obviously, since I've already queried the database or the collection and got my data, why go query it again?
Right.
Since I already have it loaded. So yeah, so there's a little slight performance improvement where I'm querying for all of it here, and then this one limits it down. That way, when we go down to here, okay, we'll see that I'm doing showing campsites and then pipe length. So it's going to give me the number of campsites from active campsites pipe length, right?
Mhm.
So that's how I get 111 from 167.
Question: how come you use the length and not your count? What's the difference between the two?
There isn't. I created the count because I forgot length existed.
There's honesty.
Length is
Okay.
built into Twig.
Right. Right.
And
I know. I know.
yeah,
I've used it. Right.
uh, I'll be honest. Like count for me, it just sounds. It's easy to
Right.
remember. It's like count.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I added it, but I felt pretty sheepish after. It was actually Ben on the community. He's like, "Oh, I've been using length," and I was like, "Oh shit, I totally forgot. Length is a yeah,
Yeah.
um,
Okay.
yeah."
Great.
So there is no difference.
Okay.
So there we go.
I'll wait for the next beta.
Sweet. This site's shipping up to be really nice, guys.
That has to be the most expensive site ever built.
Well,
Yes.
I have two little questions regarding Total CMS 3 in RapidViewer Preview. May I just share my screen?
Sure.
Oh, well, I'll just share RapidViewer. Maybe that's working. Okay, do you see my RapidViewer page
Yes.
here? Okay, great. I just restarted RapidViewer from fresh and loaded my project. Okay, so the admin area is showing, and if we now click on collections, everything's fine. And I go on, I have two galleries, but none is
Okay.
shown.
Yep. Okay.
Citation,
So
none is shown.
I
And here is the menu. Why, I don't know. And
I
when I now go to this page, Speisekarte, there are missing images. That's Eclipse loading here. Yeah. And if I go to home,
it
there the image is there. When I
and
now
then
go to
everything works.
Speisekarte, it works. And
Yep.
when I now go to admin,
So
and
funny enough, this I fixed this morning.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is fixed. The fix will be in the next beta. You have
Okay,
to
great.
preview the home page and then everything else works. So yeah, I fixed that. It
Great.
was very tricky to figure out what the hell was going on. But I was able to nail it down, and I literally just fixed that this morning.
Thanks so much, Joe. Looking
Okay.
forward to the next beta as
Yeah.
everyone here. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. It's no problem, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just funny how I never caught, when I was doing all my tests, I guess I always previewed the homepage first and then went to other pages. And yeah, I never, yeah, it's funny how, workflows happen and yeah, things like this kind of seep through, but it's all fixed now.
no problem. Thanks. Okay, that's it.
Excellent.
I just have to stop. Okay.
I'm glad I already fixed that one because that would have perplexed me and we probably would have taken a lot of this hangout to figure out what's going on. So it was a very tricky one. You can all thank Josh for that. Who's not even here yet. So
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, fine.
And him.
well, if no one has any other questions here, I can give you guys a little tour of I know I showed off a little bit of deck before, but it's, at least in my opinion, feature complete for now. I'm sure once we have it, there's going to be all kinds of issues. Okay, but I have it done. Okay, so let me go ahead and share again. It's not in here. Okay, let's go into. Oh, and Bill, I've been playing with your import this morning too. I don't know if Bill's. I think I saw Bill is here. We'll skip that. We'll get back to it. And oh, this is the wrong site. Actually, let's go to this one. All right, I'm gonna close that. So I haven't actually like built a web page using Deck yet. Okay, but I have the form done. So if we go into products and I go into this test product that I have here, this is the deck right here. Okay. I guess I should talk about a little bit about what deck is. So deck here is a product. I know this is just a test thing. I know like this doesn't look like a product web page, right? It's just a camping picture, right? Bear with me. Okay. So a product has features. Okay. And what is a feature? So here I have two features added, and when you click on it, it has, here I have a title for my feature, an icon, and a description. Okay. So, and what's cool is you can think of the deck as a mini object within an object, or a mini collection within an object. Okay. So here's one use case. A big use case that I know you guys have seen, but maybe you didn't know was a deck. Okay. If I go to, let's just go to a product page. Okay. So on this page, all of these features here, okay, are all managed by a deck. Okay. So here is a product. It's a stack. feeds. And in here, it has a deck, and each feature in that deck has an icon, a title, and a description, right? That way I can go to every single product and add as many features as I want. And yeah, there we go. So that is a use case for deck. Another use case for deck, we scroll farther down on this page and we go to updates, right? All these updates are feeds, all right? Or it's a deck, okay? So inside here, I'm just displaying the first certain number of items. And if I click on this, it loops through and it has the version number and the release notes, okay, for every single update, okay? Every single one of these is an item within a deck.
Joe, a brief interjection. How can I create a deck initially?
Yep, I will.
I've never
Yep,
seen that.
we'll
How
go into
can
that.
Yeah. Okay.
First, I wanted to talk about what a deck was, so you could understand what it is.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
So again, yeah, a deck is basically a suite of mini objects that you can place within a single object. All right. So how do we create it? So it all starts in the schemas. Okay, so if we look at my products schema, okay, this is my schema for that form you were just looking at. And we'll notice down here, I have a features property. Okay, so I've added a new property here called features. You see it has a cool new a deck of cards for the icon. And if you click on that, obviously the type of data is going to be deck. The form field is going to be deck. And there's one very special setting just for deck that is inside here, and it's called deck schema reference. Okay. And what this does is this tells what type of data goes inside of this deck. Okay. And if you look here, it says it's loading the features. Okay. So if you notice up here, I have a schema called features. And if we look at that, this is the contents of every item inside my deck. Okay. Now, what you will notice is down here at the bottom, we have this thing called deck compatibility. Okay. And it's a little checker. Features is deck compatible. Okay. If we look at some of the other items, if we go to products, you'll notice down here, it says this schema is not compatible with a deck. Okay. And it tells you it's because it has a property of image. Deck will not support any properties that require a file. So an image, file, depot, or gallery. Or another deck. You can't have a deck inside of a deck. Okay. Got to refrain from a very bad joke. Okay.
It does support SVGs, Joe.
Say it again, Matthias.
Save it for the Hangout, Joe.
Yeah.
It does support SVGs in some way, I think.
Yes, it does, because SVGs are not files; they're just text.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So yeah. Yep. So yeah. So there we go. And inside this, if you'll notice, if we go into here, it does help you in that it only displays compatible schemas here. So if you've built a schema that you want to use, and you'll notice that is not in the list. So like products isn't here, blog isn't here, image, gallery, file, depot, those schemas don't exist in here because they're not supported. Okay, so it will only allow you to select a supported schema. Now, someone can be crafty and they're like, I'm going to click on features, and then after I select it, I'm going to go into features and add an image. Well, that ain't going to work. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Image ain't going to work. Okay. So there we go. Okay. So yeah, I think that's a very elegant implementation because it leverages, schemas which we already know and use. Okay. And I think it's a pretty simple way to configure this, right? Now, obviously, when we go into the form, right? When you click on this, obviously this form is automatically built based on the features schema, right? Does that make sense? Right. So for an example, I can go into features and I can add a new field. Okay. Let's just call this live. Okay. And I'll just hello live. Okay. So I added a new text field called live. We're going to save that. And if I go back into my products, my features, and I click on that, well, guess what? I have a live now.
Huh.
Right. So you can add to the form here. Now obviously it's going to be empty by default because none of these had that field before, right? But that's how, just by dynamically adding something to the feature schema, you can add stuff to your deck.
Another question, can I have multiple decks inside object?
Yes, you can.
Okay, great. Okay, thanks.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and remove that one just so we can delete that. Save. All right, now let's talk about using a deck a little bit. Right. So as you saw, I can go ahead and open this up, edit the information, obviously. Okay. And this UI should feel similar because it's exactly, or it's based off the schema. Okay. How we build schemas, it's pretty much the same. I can add a new item. Okay. And then I can give it, new item. Okay. And just like schemas in a property, it does force an underscore. Okay. You can't have spaces. You can't have dashes. Okay. It does force an underscore. Okay. I will show you why in a bit. Okay. And you can open this and we can just add in, I don't know, my new feature. Okay. We're going to go ahead and plop in a SVG. I don't know what this SVG is, but that has arrows. And let's just put some lorem ipsum text. Okay. So there we go. I can now save that. Okay. And voila. I can also duplicate a feature. You can click on this and I can create a duplicate. For some reason, these icons are going white. I thought I fixed that yesterday, but obviously that's still something going on here. So yeah, you can duplicate and type in, whatever. But all the data from that other feature is still there. Okay. Obviously you can delete. Okay. You can also drag and drop and reorder them. Okay, so you can have a manual static order to all of these items.
Does that make any difference to the order?
It depends on if you the order in which you want to display them on the web page.
That's all.
Right. For example, like on here, I want to make sure my certain features are listed first, right? So,
right.
Yeah, the order matters.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah, now you can sort if you want as well. You can, as you're displaying them, you can sort the deck by a certain field if you want. But by default, if you don't do any sorting, it will output the manual order that you've set inside of the form.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Now you'll notice that all of the items in the deck do have an ID. Okay. And the reason for that is it allows us quick, easy access to a very specific item in the deck if we know what the ID is. Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go into the playground. And oh, nice. It's still here. I was showing this off yesterday and now I don't have to retype it all. Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank God that developer put in auto saving in Playground. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
You got
Okay.
a hyphen, not an underscore.
So it just to let you know, so I'm going to load in that object that we were looking at, this test product. Okay. It's the only one that has a deck right now. Okay. Let's go back into the playground. And so here I'm just going to do, I'm just loading it in product equals CMS object products, and the ID is test product. Okay. And let's play around with some things here. We will actually we'll get rid of that. And actually, all right, we'll do this. Well, actually, this is fine. So then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop through, okay? Essentially this for syntax here, it's essentially what a loop stack is, okay? So I'm going to say product.features is my deck, okay? Because features is the name of my deck. So I can loop through that. And then I'm just going to print out each feature, okay? Just so we can kind of see it. So there we go. Now, obviously, it's printing out all the SVGs, right, which are ginormous, okay? But here you can see from the code, it just goes ahead and loops through, and it prints out each individual feature. Okay, so now I could, if I wanted, I could be like, I'm going to loop through, and then I'm going to do, I don't know, H3. I think it's feature.title, right? And then below that, we'll have feature.description. I think it's description, right? Yes, description. Okay, so now let's render that. So there we go now, right? So it just outputted, it put it in H3, the title of the feature and the paragraph for the feature, right? So there we go. Now, this is me looping through and displaying every single one. And obviously you could use a loop stack and then put this in a block grid or whatever you want, right? Okay. But just to show you that how we can access the data. Okay. Now let's say I wanted to access, as I said earlier, the data from a very specific item in the deck. Okay. So what I could do is let's just do like we'll do H1, okay? And then I'm going to do product. If I can type here, product dot features dot, and then I have to know the ID of one of the features. So we'll do like security, okay? And then dot title, okay? Okay. So what this is going to do, this is going to output, it should output military grade security, okay, inside this H1. Okay. And it did, it's right there. Okay. So yeah, this is a way of accessing a very specific, as long as I know the ID of that deck item, then I can access the data directly from it. Pretty cool. That gives us a lot of flexibility with how we can use deck in different ways. I was talking to Chris. Chris had some really interesting ideas for deck where, let's say you had like, I don't know, maybe for meta tags or something like that, and you had a standardized, some standardized IDs that you added to every deck. You could easily, as long as you standardize them across the objects, you could easily, predict and access them, so yeah, pretty cool. Any questions on that? I haven't developed any stacks around deck yet, so and I probably won't, at least for this beta. I'll probably wait for that a little bit to see how people get along with it. Okay, but you'll still be able to use loop on it, but maybe I can try to get some examples on how to use loop with the deck.
You could put BR in there as well at the end of line 11, for instance, and separate the three paragraphs, as it were.
Oh, yeah, because there's no space between here and here. Yeah. I mean, that's just because of the styles of my admin dashboard. In Foundation or whatnot, these probably wouldn't be together. It's all just swatches and CSS.
Yeah. So you could put that in there though, because you
I could put in a BR right here if you wanted, and Voila.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
It reminds me a bit of Scott's block select stack, with which you by stackappstacks.com with which you could yeah, combine two blocks into one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, is this still possible with Total CMS 3 in general? Or do you know this
I'm not
hack?
really sure it's necessary in Total CMS 3.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess you probably still could if you standardized your IDs and whatnot, but um, yeah, I'm not sure how if that's really needed anymore because now with the custom collection, you could have as many fields as you want and you can name them whatever you want, right? So
Yeah,
you don't have to do
for a
that
price.
dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Now, one question is why would you use a deck versus using a collection and then associate and relating objects within two collections? I would say that um, this is going to be useful. Let's take the two examples that I've talked about features for a product and versions, a change log for a product, right? Um, Those two things are very specific to the one product in the object or in a collection, right? The features are only really for that one product. It's not like I'm going to associate them with everything with anything else. I don't I don't need to access the features on their own. The only time I'm ever going to access the features is when I'm viewing the product, right? So, in that case, that makes sense to be a deck. Okay. Now you could argue actually that the when I'm displaying the version information, that could have some use cases as a collection instead. Let's say I wanted to have a page that displayed a feed of all my updates, no matter what the product is. If that is inside of a deck, that's more difficult to do. But if the updates were all in a collection, super easy, right? So you just have to know your use case. And if the data that you want to access really only needs to be accessed when you're looking at that, just that one object, then a deck could be the solution. But you get a lot of flexibility having them as two different collections if you need it. So it's nice. I think it's nice that we have both as an option.
Mhm. Question to Scott Williams. Do you already did try if block select also works with Total CMS 3?
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know blog select, but I mean, I know what it does, but I'm pretty sure the code's probably pretty tight with Total CMS 1.
Okay. Okay.
It's very reliant on Total CMS 1. Total CMS 1 and 3 are completely different beasts. Yeah. There's the code is completely different. There's zero relation.
Okay.
Apart from you, Joe.
Yes. Yes. Apart from me.
Heard my name a while ago, Joe.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how's it going, bud?
Going very
So
well, thanks.
excellent. So I was playing around with your import. Was it here? No, it was on this other, it was on this one. So what I noticed, for those that don't know, Bill's been testing out the Total CMS 1 import ability. And as you see here, Bill, I was able to replicate your errors. Okay. So interesting enough, first I imported everything on a clean CMS. So I had nothing in the TCMS data folder. The very first thing I ever did was import Total CMS 1. Okay.
Everyone.
That worked like a charm, zero errors. But then I reset everything And then I imported the jumpstart data, which I think you said you did. And then I added all of the default collections, and voila. I think these are the same exact errors you getting. And I assume probably the same exact error count. So yeah. Good news. I don't know the fix for it yet. But at least I'm able to replicate it. And if I can replicate something, I can fix it. So yeah. But FYI, it did work 100%. Everything got imported properly when I had a blank, completely new CMS data, and everything imported just great. So there's some sort of conflict with when you're trying to import CMS1 data when something already exists. I don't know exactly what yet.
Sounds like an easy workaround for now. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, you know what? By talking out loud, I think I know what it could be. Yes.
That's the excuse I use for talking to myself too, Joe.
Nice. Hey Bill, so I'm gonna suspect this is the problem. And I think it definitely is the problem. All right. So when you create a blog out of the box with Total CMS 3, it creates a Total CMS 3 blog, okay, which is slightly different than a Total CMS 1 blog. Okay. Therefore, when you have a CMS ID called blog in your Total CMS 1 data, and there's already a blog that exists, yeah, uploading a Total CMS 1 blog into a Total CMS 3 blog doesn't work. And the reason for that is there is a hidden blog schema for Total CMS 1, and it gets activated when you do an import. Okay, so when, just for funsies, I'm going to go ahead and here. I'm going to trash everything here.
Uh-oh.
All right, trashed everything there, which should make all of this gone. Oh, interesting. Okay. I notice when you're still in the thing, it like, yeah, it's weird. It's like cached in memory or something like that. All right, let's do that again. Interesting. Why is it still there? Whatever. All right, so now I'm going to go into, let's go ahead and go into project. Let's go into queue manager and let's clear the import queue. All right, and then we're going to go into project setup. And we're going to, oh wait, but first I want to do set up default collections. All right, and that's thinking about it. There it goes. All right, so that's done. Now I'm going to go into here and, oh, interesting. Why is that all still in there? Is that like cache somewhere? There it goes. Interesting. PHP cache. Okay. So there's nothing in here. And if I edit my collection, you'll notice that it has a schema of blog. Okay. So since this was the I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to, let's go edit. And I'm going to delete it. And then I believe our import should work. So now if I go into Project Jumpstart, import CMS data. All right, we got 466, which I think is the same number you had. Okay,
Yes.
now we got to go into pending jobs, and I'll run my cron job manually. All right, and that's probably going to take 5 or 6 minutes. So We can sit here and look at numbers, but it's probably not going to be too exciting. So we'll revisit this in 5 minutes, and we'll see if my hunch is correct.
Well, your dad put a comment in the
Sure.
question thing, and that peekaboo worked a charm with the CMS read more bit.
Perfect. Excellent. Can you put an
Simplicity
image? Can an
best.
image be stored in a deck in a similar fashion than a SQL? No. So decks cannot store images. They can store SVGs, but not images.
You could store the URL to one, though, right?
You could, yeah. You could store a URL. Deck can only save, at least for now. I didn't want to try to deal with maybe one day I will try to deal with the complexities of images within a deck. But that day is not right now.
Would make it quite awesome then.
Can I make a suggestion that may
Sure.
help us all a little bit? When you go to the Total CMS admin page, the browser title is Total CMS admin, and you had the problem just now, like which one is which. Maybe you can figure out a way to customize those so that we get,
Okay.
like the project name or something that goes in it or whatever, so
Sure.
that we can
Okay.
tell them apart.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's a fair. Let me jot that note down.
Just a quality of life. Which one is which?
Yeah. That's fair. That should be pretty simple, I think. Hopefully. I could probably make it a setting, in the settings pane that's just like browser title for the admin dashboard. That's fair.
Another question, Joe, since until the cron job is finished, I think you already told us months ago, maybe even, how to make the login screen for TCMS3 a bit more individual with own text and or a graphic. It's not possible in an easy way currently, but I think you told us where we could edit some files, but I don't remember the login screen.
Oh, yes. To customize the login screen? Yes. So not this beta, but the next beta, there'll actually be UI for that, but I can show you where to do that. Okay, for now.
Okay.
All right. So what he's talking about is, let me go ahead and I'm going to log out. All right. So if I go, okay. So this page here, we do have the ability to add content above and below this form.
Oh, right.
Okay. You can't muck with the form itself, but you can change the content above and below. So let's show you how to do that. Okay. And let me go ahead and log in. And there is docs. So if you ever forget, if you go into here, I think it's under templates. Okay. Yep. So there are currently 4 templates that you can create that will customize various parts. There will be more coming. For example, I want to give you the ability to edit this page. Okay. And probably a few others. Okay. But for right now, we have these 4. Okay. Where is it? Templates. Okay. So there's 2 for the login page and 2 for the download authentication page. Okay, so the download authentication page, remember if you password protect a file and it sends someone to a web page to enter in the password, okay, you can add content above and below that form as well. Okay. But let's look at the login page for right now. Okay. So here are the names of the files that you have to create. Okay, so login above.twig, login below.twig. Okay, and they go inside the templates folder inside of TCMS data.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do that. So this this one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna create a new folder. We're gonna call that templates. Okay, and I'm just gonna chuck this into VS Code, and we're gonna do a new file. We're gonna do login dash above dot twig. Okay, and close that. And we'll just duplicate this and log in below. All right, so I have login above and login below. Okay, now there's currently no way of really creating this with stacks or anything like that. It is just HTML and Twig. So you can put in full Twig into this. You can actually get data from the CMS if you wanted. But here, just to keep things simple, we'll do a H1, welcome to the login page, enter credentials, blah. Okay. And we'll just say that, and then below, there, and a copyright. Sure. Okay. So saved those. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log out. Let's go ahead and log in. Welcome to the login page with copyright.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. If you wanted an image, you can store an image into the CMS. Here for fun, let's go ahead and do that. Right. So I'll have to log in. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's go into dashboard. Let's go into image. Let's add a new image. Let's just call this logo. Okay. And here, we'll do this one. I know. There we go. Save. Uh-oh. Whoops. Oh, I fixed that last night, but I didn't publish it to this. That little hole, the error thing, I'll have to verify that. But yeah, I spent a lot of time working on that last night. That was annoying. Okay, so now I have this. Let's go ahead and click on link, and let's build out what I want here. So I want it to be, I don't know, let's say like 256 or something like that, right? Probably something like that. Yeah, something tiny, right? Okay, and we're just gonna copy that macro. And then I'm just gonna go into login above, right? And probably put it above, right? Now, by default, that macro does image path. Little snippet, you can actually just do cms.image, and that will actually create an image tag for us. Okay, so now if I go back to login, may need to here. Let's clear some cache. Let me just here.
Hello. Oh.
All right. Refresh. Oh, why didn't that? All right, let me log in and clear the cache from inside.
Yep.
All right. Now let's go to the login screen again. There we go.
Great.
Okay. Now, if you wanted to style this and have some CSS, you could put in style tags into here, and you would put the CSS into there, into the page. So, like I don't know if maybe if you wanted to center this logo or something like that, you could do that. You would just have to have the CSS all right in here onto the page.
Okay. And in the next beta, after the next one, there will be a UI for that.
Yes. So I mean, you'll still have to just support HTML and Twig. It's not going to have like a website builder in there for that page.
No problem.
But yeah, there will be. There will be a new icon over here called templates. It'll be very similar. You'll see all your templates here. You'll be able to, or let's go to like playground. You'll see everything here, and then it'll be a code view similar to this, and you can save your data. Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
That cron job's still going, man. Zoom really, it's a proof. Zoom really does slow down your machine.
How many are you up to?
Yeah, that Visual Studio is good. I added the SQLite add-on to that. You can see the different tables.
Yeah, yep, yeah. There's a lot of great add-ons for VS Code. Any other questions? Cool stuff you got to share?
Any ETA for the next beta?
Next
week, the week after?
Time frame?
Roughly.
So one big thing that I want to work on is I want to get an initial version of the Alloy import done for Alloy users. So, and I have a couple people helping me out with Deck, exercising that a little bit, and
WordPress import.
maybe that probably will come after launch.
No rush.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that will eventually come. Some people did send me some WordPress import data, so something I could potentially look into in the future. But for now, I think Alloy import will be nice for Alloy users since that product is no longer developed or supported. So that'll be nice. And let's see what else. See. Oh, I'm gonna add inside schemas. So, inside of collections, I allow you to organize these with little groups. Okay. I don't have that here. I think I have it here probably. Yeah. So you can kind of group, your collections in various groups. I'm going to add the same thing for schemas. Reason being is I think it would be nice to, if you have a schema that's for a deck, maybe you want to organize those a little bit, in the sidebar over here. So that you have your deck schemas in a separate group. There's nothing stopping you from using a deck schema, or for a collection as well. I mean, they are just schemas, right? But yeah, but if you wanted to have a way of kind of separating them and making them special in the list, I'll have that ability to organize those over here. That'll be a pretty easy one. You know how Cloudflare has that dev mode toggle, right? I want to have the same thing here. Just like, for example, when you saw when I updated that twig template for the login, I had to flush the cache in order to see it. I want to have a dev mode toggle where you can turn it on and it will be on for a few hours or a day. I don't know how long. So that you can just turn it on and you don't have to worry about annoying cache problems during that time period. Okay, cache will essentially be disabled. I think that's a cool idea. I like that.
Good idea.
So yeah, I'm gonna copy Cloudflare there and create a dev mode toggle. Okay, that will auto expire just like theirs does. I think that's smart because a lot of times you could turn it on and you forget, and then your website can not be as fast as it could be, right? So that'll be a nice thing.
I think Josh has a stack for that, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Yep, he does.
Joe, how would you use the cron job within MAMP? I did look it up and it showed terminal, commands, but it didn't work.
Yes. So what I do is, I open up terminal and just paste the command that's in that. So yeah, I just go into wherever the hell it is, job key manager. I just copy this and paste this command directly in my terminal window, and it works.
That's all it's okay, because it was telling me to do like cron something, and okay, I didn't even.
If it's on your local Mac, just copy this command and paste it on your Mac, and you should be good to go.
I didn't even think to do that. All right, let me try that now.
That's exactly what I just did to run the job right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. Yeah. Here. Oops. Yeah, here it is right here. I just ran the command via terminal, and it's still running.
I'm gonna race you. Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, I didn't even see you open up terminal to do that.
I did it off on my second display. So
okay.
I have a terminal window permanently on my second display. It's
that sounds right. That sounds about right.
I live in terminal a lot.
Oh crap. Here, can you help me? I'm not familiar with terminal at all. Could you help me get out of something? Because I was playing with it yesterday. I don't even remember what yeah, get me out of this, please.
So hit Control C. Has to be Control, not Command. Control C. Oh well, you're fine. You're in your terminal window.
Okay, I pasted in the line from. It says command not found.
Oh, PHP not found. Okay. Yeah, you don't have PHP. I guess. PHP is not installed.
Okay.
I forgot that Apple. I don't think they install PHP by default. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Do you have Xcode installed?
I should. Yes.
Interesting. / user.
Never run it though.
In PHP. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's not installed though.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's gonna help. Let's see, /bin/. I'm just looking for. Would you like to have that work?
Sure.
Okay. Open up a browser and search for Homebrew.
Okay, Homebrew. Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of that before.
Yeah, I've used it before. I installed Foundation via Homebrew back in the day.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, been a while. Yeah. It's been like 10 years, but
Homebrew's still the shit, man.
Yeah.
So go ahead. They have an install command. Just copy and paste it. Let's see. You don't want any. We want the easy install. Nope. Where's their? Normally they had like a. Go to their homepage, not their doc page.
Oh, sure.
Or just delete installation.
There, I'll just Homebrew there. Homepage.
There we go. There we go. That's the command we want.
Do I need to do sudo?
No.
Okay.
Well, it does ask for password. I guess it does use sudo. Oh, you need. Oh, I guess. Xcode. Oh, it's installing Xcode command line tools. Okay, cool. It's doing it for you. Nice. This could take a little while, so why don't we stop the screen share in case someone wants, and then we can come back to it. No. I just, that could, depending on internet connection and speed and whatnot, that could take a little while. So,
you're already taking up most of it with your cron job. There's a finite amount of internet.
It finally finished.
Hey, there you go.
Man, it took 1,049 seconds, however long that is.
Longer than 0.
Here we go. And let's go into the job queue manager. 0 errors. That was definitely the problem, Bill. I'll have to think about what a solution for that is, if there is one.
Well,
I'll have to think about it.
there's two types of blogs.
There is.
So can't you tell that that import process has to go into the Magic Hidden Away blog?
Yes, but if you already have one that has the same exact name, the current import tries to, there's two things I could potentially do. So what I can do is, if you have blog already there, the new one, but it's empty, I could just nuke it. Okay. And then overwrite it with the one in Total CMS 1. But if you have a blog and it's has content, what I can do is I can import that into a new collection, right? And rename it something other than blog. Like, I don't know, blog 1, or I don't know, right? I'll come up with a different name, right? But that's probably the two best solutions. I'll probably do a combination of those.
Sounds good, but we have a workaround, and there's only 2 or 3 of us ever going to do this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Joe, in MAMP, is there a PHP version that's preferable? Like between 8.4.1, 8.3.1.4?
I'll be honest, right now, I'm loving PHP 8.3.
8.3.
PHP 8.4 has some cool new features, but it introduced a shit ton of deprecations. And unfortunately, a lot of the fixes require that you use at least PHP 8.3.
Okay.
Which you think, okay, that's fine. I'm going to use PHP 8.4. But RapidWeaver 8. Whatever that I use is stuck at PHP 8.2. So I can't require PHP 8.3 yet. But so once I eventually, go all in with Stack 6, and that's all ready, and we've all moved over there, I'll be able to require PHP 8.3 so that we can use PHP 8.4. So and not be annoyed by deprecation messages.
Joe, any word from Isaiah on publish versus preview yet?
Yes, I talked to him yesterday. It's still on the list, but he has not gotten to it yet.
If he happens to sneak that in, ping me, will you?
I will. You'll be the first one that knows.
That fixed my issue, Joe.
Oh, yeah?
Nice. when you gave me
So
that,
they needed brew install PHP.
Oh, no. The PHP. So what the version you passed along today broke my entire site, and I had a feeling that PHP.
What PHP version were you using?
8.4.
Okay.
And so,
8.4 it outputs a lot of deprecation messages, and yeah, it's it shouldn't have like completely broke the site. I would imagine it did.
I have a mobile menu that will open up basically my desktop menu wouldn't work at all. So I had to go mobile on my desktop and then open it and hit the TCMS 3 button. Then it loaded my admin. The admin worked, but the rest of the site didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. CMS 3 does work in PHP 8.4, but like I said, it's just it could potentially output a bunch of deprecation warnings in preview, or depending on your server settings, it could output it to the web page. Oh, cool! It's all installed.
All installed.
Okay, so now do brew install.
All together.
Yep. No, brew. Two words. Brew install. PHP. That will install 8.4, but that's fine. Just hit enter. Oh, yeah, okay. So you're gonna have to do, okay, shell environments. Okay, do a command called ls. You're in your home directory. Do ls-l, space-l. Sorry, ls-la. Sorry, I have a lot of aliases on in my terminal, so like trying to teach someone basic commands is like, wait, what's -la.
Oh, dash
ls
okay.
-la.
Alt and then space -la
dash. Yep, dash. No, space -la.
Okay. There we go.
There we go. Okay. You are in, I believe you're in ZSH. Okay. Do you have VS Code installed?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait, but you don't have that command installed. I'm sure you don't. Okay, so type in terminal. I'm trying to think of a good just type open space and then .z profile. Oops.
Profile. Yeah.
There we go. Hit enter. Yes. Okay, it did what I hoped it would do. Okay. Okay, so let's go to your terminal window and it should have put in. Actually, they give you commands to run. See where it says run these commands in your terminal to add homebrew to your path? It's you're not seeing my finger pointing at my screen. Well, you see it's right there. Come on, man. Right where your mouse is, where it says echo, those 3 lines where it says echo, and then there's 2 carets, 2 greater than signs, up, right there. Copy that line and the 2 lines below it.
Copy and run all that.
Yep, copy that and then just paste it and hit enter. Sweet. You can close that text edit window because those commands did what you needed.
Okay.
You're gonna have to close this terminal and then relaunch a new one so that it gets the new environment variable. Okay. Now type which space brew.
Like as in
which as in like which one. WH.
Oh, got it. I was like, which is brew? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you know about Joe?
Yeah.
Brew. Which brew?
Sorry, which brew?
Enter. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now you can type brew install PHP.
Brew install PHP.
Yep. Enter.
There we go. Wow, look at that. I love watching Terminal do shit like this. Especially when it does the whole like progress bar. They get really, creative on progress bars.
Yeah. This could potentially take another while, so
that's fine.
We'll come back.
I'm assuming the next part is to run that PHP command.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. So since this is going to be on YouTube, that's how you set it up for MAMP, everybody. Here, hold on. That's how you set up a PHP cron job to work with MAMP. That way it's in the transcript, so when people search for it, they can...
Nice.
There you go.
How to install PHP for dummies.
There you go.
Got it.
For Texans.
PDF manual.
Texas edition. Oh man. No, that was good.
Back to work. See you guys.
Oh, see you later, Scott.
Bye, Scott.
Take care,
See
Scott.
you, man.
Thanks for earlier on, Scott. So just a quick one, Joe. Page safe. When might you be doing the mega update to that one?
After Total so funny enough,
after September.
I actually had a conversation with my wife. It was, I don't know, it was a week or two ago. And I was like, do I go all out on Total CMS 3? Or do I work on Page Safe 2 for 3 to 4 weeks? Right?
Yeah, to get some more money in.
Yeah. And that was the logic. But that also means delaying Total CMS 3 another 4 weeks, another month, right? And so yeah, we've decided I'm not going to be working on Page Safe 2 yet. So that's why I've been trying to work hard to get Total CMS 3 done, so it is out the door. And yeah, that's my goal.
What a good way.
So that's why everyone needs to go capitalize on my summer sale right now. So yeah, so we can you guys can all have fun, and you know, I can still live.
There you go.
Oh, play that violin.
Yep, exactly.
So you told us all the things you want in the next beta, but you didn't quite get to when you might think that's done.
Oh, when?
No pressure.
Thursday at 9
I would
local
like to get
time.
it out by next week. You know, the big thing is the alloy one. The rest of this stuff is pretty minor. I can all do those in an afternoon probably. So that I'm like, if it was anything like the Total CMS one import, which I mean I've looked a little bit into it. Shouldn't be too difficult. Although I don't understand that how Alloy is formatted, how it formats its files versus how obviously I know how Total CMS one data is. You know, so you know, importing that was easy. So yeah, I don't know. I am debating. We'll see how it goes by Friday. I might release this without the alloy import just to get it out there and get what I have done in people's hands. And then I can just always release alloy again afterwards. But yeah, we'll see by Friday how things are, and I might just release it or not. Okay. Because I know there are a lot of fixes, like, you know, the one you had today for the search and whatnot that, you know, and there are other good fixes in here. I don't know what else I fixed off the top of my head, to be honest with you. Yeah, a lot of little things here and there. Another thing on my list is I would like to make the custom form stacks behave nicer, right? There's a lot of oddities that things don't really work well. And I have a feeling that could be a can of worms. But yeah, it needs to be fixed. So I'm going to peek into that to see if I can get custom forms working a little bit nicer too. Something happened, Chris?
It's telling me that there's it says command not found.
Which command?
Error. I mean, it's easier to show just because.
Yep.
Like when I type in the command or the thing it gives.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot input.
Okay. See how many spaces you have in your folder names? You have to put quotes around that. So yeah, you have to put quotes around that entire folder. Either that or put a / or a backslash in front of each space. So you have Graficato LLC in there, and then Web Export V6. This is why I don't use spaces in my folder names too, because I'm a terminal user and I want to be able to access my entire machine easily.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah,
it would go before the slash.
So hit the up arrow key on your keyboard, right? And then just use your arrow, or you can do let me see. Control A. All right, perfect. Now right arrow over, double quote.
Right here or right here?
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. And then just right arrow all the way to the end of process PHP jobs or jobs process jobs.php.
Okay. And then I'm assuming another one right here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Yes. Now, all the way down to the end.
Is there a quick way to get to the end?
Control, try, I think it's Control E. Yes.
Yep.
Enter.
There we go. Jesus Cristo. All right. So let's see. Yeah, so hopefully, yep, there it goes. Look at that. Learning stuff.
I will have
All
to
right.
update that jobs command to have quotes if it needs it.
You're welcome. See? Never be afraid to ask a question, everybody.
Viso. What's this?
Fade of the ends.
I think that would have taken me like 2 months to figure out on my own.
I don't think I'd have had any hair left.
Yeah.
Well, if we're taking that logic, then Dr. Bob's still trying to figure it out.
I haven't figured anything out.
Oh, you know what? It wasn't that what fixed it. Interesting. I got something else going on. I'll wait till later. Yeah. Huh. I'll show it to you later.
Andrew is asking, apparently he posted a question about feeds on the community. Let's go have a look, Andrew. Do, do, do. When did you post it, Andrew? I don't think I'm that far behind. Maybe I am. Let's go ahead and search for your name. Andrew, let's see, Blum. Andrew.
Oh.
Is this you? No.
Can't see your screen. You're not showing your screen.
Oh, I'm not sharing my screen?
No, no.
Oh, that's weird.
No, some other jerk was sharing the screen.
Andrew Blumsum. Did I spell that right?
Yep. Well, that's what he's logged in as.
Did you post on the Weaver Space community, Andrew? Let me open up the chat here. I'm not sure if that's you.
Yeah, he just said yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
He's
let me find the
looking for
link.
a Joe.
Okay. This is why we should just use your real name on communities, everybody. I'm a fan of real names and real profile pictures, you know, like old school. You know, so okay, funny enough, I had an interesting conversation. Oh, see you, Matthias. Oh, dude, he's gone already. Okay. Had an interesting conversation. Bye, Matthias.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Yeah, he's put a link on there, Joe.
Oh, he did? Perfect. Okay. While it's coming up, I'll chat. So I had a conversation with Chris. I think it was Chris. We were talking about how I threw up a theoretical, like, do you treat someone different online if they don't use their a name, and if their profile picture isn't an actual person, or at least like, you know, the Apple avatar or some sort of representation of them? Oh,
Only when
you're
he's
a
trying
group.
to-
Got it.
Only when he's trying to decide to swipe left or right.
You know, I'm
Okay.
okay with the initial actually, like he has, like G.
Yes. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yep. Anyway. Okay, let's see. I do remember seeing this one, and yeah, I haven't had time to look at it yet. So let's look at it. Trying to get something working with the following array. So he has this data. I want to filter the data using using the multi-cable field. Some data in this array may have an alternate information in this field. Then use this to generate 6 columns of data of circuits 1 to 6. So essentially, you just want to filter based on this field here. All right. I feel as if I need to use a loop for whatever pointers are. Okay. So there is. Let's just go into. Let's go into feeds. Why not? I know there's feeds on there. Okay. So what you'll do is inside feeds, and you wanted to filter or sort. You wanted to filter, right? Filter the data. All right. So you would go into here and you would say, actually in the feeds, if you just want to filter by the one field, you can just say a static filter, and you would put in the field here. Okay, so your filter is going to be, in your case, multi-cable. Okay, and in here you could do, LX 1.1 or whatever. Right now, this is going to be a static filter. Okay, where it does, it is, this particular feed is always going to filter by this value. Okay. Now you can also do a dynamic filter. And what that does is, let's copy this multi-cable again. This allows you to pass the data via the URL. Okay. So at that point, you can pass multi-cable equals something like LX 1.1 via in the URL, and then this feed will now dynamically filter based on that. And with this checkbox here, it will either, if nothing is defined via the URL, then it will ignore that filter and it'll display everything. Does that make sense, Andrew? Let me bring up the chat here. Yes, but use that as the filter and then generate, say, 6 cells for circuit 1 through 6. You'll see there's multi-listings under that multi-cable name. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Does anyone else understand that? Or Andrew, can you any way you can chime in and chat? I don't know.
I think there's more information under the
Hello, sorry, I've just stepped out. So in that, I'm in a theatre tech at the moment, so I'm having to step in and out of the space. But I've been listening in on this while I've been in there. So under each of these listings, there'll be in the array. There's the listing, the grouping of multi-cable. Which is at LX 1.1. And then within the array, there'll be another listing that says circuit number 1, circuit number 6, circuit number 5, all under that multi-cable. What I want to try and create in a feeds layout would be to say filter by that multi-cable, and then for circuit 1, put it into this this box, circuit 2, put it in this box, circuit 3, put it in this box. So it's kind of 2 filters within one feeds array, whether that's possible.
Okay, so you can have multiple filters. So so if here, we'll turn it off here. You can add multiple filters over here, right? So if we go into pre-filter feed, okay, what you can do is you can say static. You can either do static or dynamic, same thing, right? And then you can filter by, let's say, multi-cable, right? And then what you can do is you can add another pre-filter, okay? And then you can filter this by, what was it, cable, right? Or is that what you said? Circuit, right? So then this one could be, circuit 1, right? So now this feed can process data for everything that's multi-cable of whatever, right? Right, and then circuit one, and then you could potentially, if you had, I'm not 100% sure on the layout that you're envisioning, but then you could have multiple feeds that then have all those filters. Now for performance, what you would do is you would load in your data once. So you do feeds preload, and then here you would load in your data from wherever it is. Okay, either a CSV or a database or whatever. Okay. And then in the main feed stack, instead of having a feed, what you would do is you would do a preloaded feed. Okay. And then you would load in the feed ID. So in here you give it a feed ID. Okay. I don't know, circuits. I don't know, right? So you would assign that. So, and again, this one loads in all the data, right?
Yeah.
And then in here, we're just going to reference all of that. It'd be circuits.
What I'm trying to, I think now I didn't realize that you could have two filters within one set like that. So I'm trying to create a sort of a table layout with six column headers. That's circuit 1, circuit 2, circuit 3 through 6, and then for each listing in that array that falls under the multi-cable name of that to then in each of those areas. But being able to put two filters on is the solution for sure.
Perfect.
I just think that's possible. So absolutely, it's basically the use case for this. I'm using feeds for not necessarily a website generation. These are doing. I work in touring musical productions. And this is going to generate some label templates to go on some of our equipment.
Awesome. I love it.
So it's a really good use case.
Perfect. I love it, dude.
Great. I'll chuck a screen when I get that code working. I'll chuck a screenshot onto that post of.
Perfect. Awesome. Good job, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thanks for popping in.
Cheers.
Unlimited uses.
So, Gru, I wonder though, how's your minions?
So many people are. So again, it's a work nickname from Andrew. They being a little bit of an angry man back in when I was in my younger days, they call me Angru.
Okay.
A lot of people used to despicable me.
Funny.
I also, Joe, do you remember I messaged it was me trying to solve that the issue with what was it, the video play? I still didn't get that solved. It's that light box issue. Do you remember at all?
Vaguely.
Yeah. Weird Chesney Hawkes build site. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It ends up just opening. Yeah, it's weird. The light box. I don't know what the issue is. I think it may be clashing.
If you want to resend in an email or post again on the community, I'm happy to help. Sorry, we didn't get it that nailed.
I think probably the issue, because I've not moved over to Foundation 6 yet, because I've not got the time, haven't had the time to sit and learn Foundation 6 Foundry. I think it's probably just clashing with something in Foundry.
Oh, could be.
It was giving all those console issues, but within the developer window.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, repost, and happy to have another look at it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
That's good.
Sweet. Anything else, guys?
It's good stuff.
You guys working on anything fun this week?
Yeah.
No? Man,
Total CMS
you are a lively bunch here today, man. Wow.
Boring life.
Wow.
Going to the gym twice.
Oh, you went to the gym twice today?
Twice.
Wow.
Tomorrow morning and
Yeah, I'm looking
check you out, man.
Oh, overachiever.
I wish. And then building a set on Sunday for a stage.
Okay. Nice.
That was GMJIM at the pub. by the way.
What's the stage set? What's the show for?
It's for a piece for youth theatre.
Oh, nice. So I'm a production electrician for touring theatre in the UK.
Nice.
Right, yeah. So you will know Nick. Oh, what the hell's his surname? Who's director of Matilda, amongst other things.
Okay. I worked on the UK tour of Matilda. I've done a few moves around a few venues. I'm just doing the West End
Nick
transfer
Ashton.
of. I'm currently just starting up the West End transfer of Percy Jackson, Lightning Thief from the West End in the UK.
Nick Ashton is his name. Do you know him?
No. So is lighting or directing or
No, he's directing. He's
okay.
directing.
Yeah, most of the teams that I work with are just lighting, sound, video.
Right. I'm only a volunteer for this.
Yeah.
I'm paid.
We set the show up into Windsor in the UK on over the weekend. Yeah.
Well, he's doing Matilda the filmer. No, the play. I think all around. No, it was the television series for BBC. I think.
Okay.
So yeah, quite a big job over quite a few years.
Yeah.
So I've been playing around with Stack 6 now that it finally works again. I started messing around, making a little site type of thing, and then I realized that I should probably be using layouts. So now I kind of have to start all over again, do the layout stuff, and then put the text in there or the content in there. So
yep.
It'll take a while.
I was talking about layouts with Isaiah yesterday, actually, a little bit. So he's been working on some of the little quirks that I've found.
What's the latest version for Stack 6?
It's still beta 48.
48, is that right?
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe a new version in 2 weeks. I'm thinking that's going to be my guess.
Ooh.
There.
Joe, did you want me to do anything with that information from that crash report from Stack?
Nah, it's fine. Isaiah gets all the crash reports already automatically. The app sends them to him, so he'll have it in his database already. So we should be fine.
Okay, because I don't know if it does a force quit generate a crash report.
Sometimes sometimes not. I don't know.
Okay.
Were you able to replicate that ever again, or was just that with that one project file?
No, I tried to do it again. Nothing.
Yeah.
So I guess that file got corrupted or something. And
yeah, we'll leave it be. I think he has more important stuff to work on for right now, so we'll leave that one be for now. Just trash it for now. And yeah.
Joe, any idea about the slow process of updating in Stack 6?
I filed a bug about that.
Uh-huh.
I don't have any updates on that yet. I'll be honest, it's probably a low priority because they do update.
It does.
So
it works.
that's the important part. But yeah,
it takes a while.
Yep. I think it could be that he intentionally slowed things down for debugging purposes.
Okay.
And hopefully in time we'll fix that. But I did file a bug for it.
I've just been mainly working on that new Eclipse that you released with Isaiah's careers, which is looking really good now.
Awesome. Yeah, Eclipse is a nice one.
Yeah, I can show you what it looks like. I've been playing around with the timing and that little thing, and that README I've got working as well, if you want.
Cool.
Good. So I can have a quick look.
Sure.
Desktop. Share.
I'm gonna bounce, but as I say, thank you for
no problem, Guru. Take care, bud.
Thank you.
Okay, so I've done this all today. So And the bit that's again that's peekaboo with call to action.
Okay.
All the timing on this, it all sort of blends in, is quite nice.
Yeah, very nice.
And then over here, I was talking about page safe. So this is all using page safe to log in and log out to show different content. So just do that, and we'll be able to see some new stuff. So then it brings up extra content to get into the SQL stuff, and obviously then up there it comes up logged in.
Nice.
That's all drawers.
Okay.
Content that scribes in.
Just a little
Bit we
feedback. It's
just
kind of hard
solved
to read that.
today. Sorry?
It's kind of hard to read that. Just a little feedback on that. With the if you scroll up the drawers,
Yeah, I've
it
got to
being
make
on
this a
top
little
of
bit
that,
bigger. Yeah.
yeah, it's very difficult. You might want to put some sort of like, I don't know, an overlay or something like that on that background image to add some separation, because yeah,
Yeah.
it's really tough to read that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I might make it a little bit bigger, but I'm stuck between this area here. The bit make it bigger, it interferes with that. So,
Okay.
but I only changed that today, and I changed the text on here so you can read it.
Nice.
And then obviously I've got that working now. So that's read more, read. That's using Peekaboo.
Perfect.
Two different admin areas. Got to do all that. And then obviously when you're logged in, you can see the phone, email, and WhatsApp. If you're not logged in, you don't get any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cool.
and then a few other bits, but
Awesome.
it's one of his nicer projects, I think. Can really do a lot with it.
Awesome. Yeah. David did a nice job on that project file.
Yeah.
I just thought of something else on that chocolate website that I'm working on.
Yeah.
When the owner looks at it on his Windows laptop,
Mm-hmm.
on the left side, on the when you're on the admin page, you got
Mm-hmm.
that menu on the left side, then you got
Mm-hmm.
all the content on the right. On the left side menu, Windows is displaying um, scroll bars up and down and left and right. And also it does something with the sticky menu, because he has the menu sticky on top, but I made it so that it changes colors when it gets up to the top too. But
Mm-hmm.
when he scrolls down, the whole menu kind of like shifts off and then moves back in, like it comes into view, which it's not supposed to do.
What browser is he using?
I don't know, whatever the hell comes on.
Edge.
Probably Edge.
Oh, Edge. Okay.
Not surprised.
I can't show anybody because I don't have a Windows laptop.
Well, you can still install Edge on your Mac. You can see if you can replicate it. In terms of the scroll bars, though, that is probably an OS setting where, at least on Mac, there's a setting where you can have toolbars always displayed. And the same thing will happen on a Mac if you have that enabled at the OS level. So the operating system is forcing you to show scroll bars wherever possible. And so that's probably a setting on his device.
Okay. And I bet he doesn't know about it.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. So that's most likely what's going on there. And then, yeah, the other one is, yeah, and you can install Edge on your Mac. See if he's running the latest version of Edge, hopefully, and see if you can replicate that. Because the browser engine should be the same, in theory, between if you guys both have the same version of Edge, it should be the same version of, it just runs Google Chrome, essentially, to be honest with you. Edge does. So, yeah, give that a shot.
I will. Okay.
Oh, this morning I just fixed style text. Yeah, well, in style text you can use font awesome icons now in Total CMS 3. That wasn't working before. It's kind of annoying. The fix was way more than it should have been. Pretty stupid, actually.
Thanks as well for your reply on the AI, because you told me that you are still focusing on the context model protocol CMP. Is that
Yes,
correct?
the MCP. Yes. Yep. Yeah. We'll definitely have an MCP. Well, I say definitely, but it's on my list of things I think it should definitely be possible, and I think that'd be a really cool way of exposing. If you want to expose your website to AI workflows or automation, that's
Yes.
going to be a really cool way to do that.
Especially when you provide some kind of support and you have a lot of information to.
Yes, exactly. Right. Allowing, plug AI, just say, hey, here's all my FAQs. Boom, figure it out,
Exactly.
100%. Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
So Dave, under Microsoft Edge in Windows, there is under the settings a setting that under the appearance it says turn off custom scroll bars. And if that's on, it'll turn off all default scroll bars. It'll only be default scroll bars, and
okay.
that'll be across all sites.
Nice.
So there may be a custom scroll bars turned on.
Yeah, since 2007, I've spent very, very little time on Windows.
Yeah,
Yep.
Unfortunately, I
On
have
purpose.
to almost every day.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, it pays the bills. So I can't complain. If I was only supporting Mac users, I would be starving.
Like Joe, you mean?
Yeah.
He looks so starving.
I mean, my average Mac user, I see once every 2 or 3 years or 4 years when they decide to buy a new computer.
Oh, yeah? Oh, interesting.
And my PC users, I see them 2 or 3 times a month because they're so screwed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that says a lot. Now, curious, is it the
well,
people or is it the machines?
It's
That's
the machine.
question.
It's a combination of both. But to give you an example of the cost of ownership, the Fort Worth ISD here, years ago, I sold, over $1 million worth of Macs into the Fort Worth ISD, and at the time, they were mostly PCs, and we brought the number of Macs and PCs up to be equivalent to each other. They had 14 people in their PC department, support department. They had 2 people in the Mac support department for the same number of computers. Turnaround time on the PC side for repairs was 4 days. Turnaround time on the Mac side for the same number of computers, but with 2 people, was same day. Usually within hours.
Clever boys.
Whenever everybody talked to me about Macs are more expensive than PCs, I'd point that out to them and say, maybe up front at that point in time, but over the long run, you pay so much more in support of the PC.
It isn't like at the operating system, Windows doesn't have like advertisement like built into the OS now.
Oh God, they got so much shit in there. It's just ridiculous.
Man.
It's ridiculous. And then of course, with Windows Home, unless you know what you're doing, they force you to sign into your Microsoft account. If you know what you're doing, you can get around it, by changing the BIOS. But normally you can't have a local account anymore.
Interesting.
I mean, there are ways of getting around it, but the one easy way, Microsoft finally plugged that hole so you couldn't use it anymore.
I know I have a few people that I'm friends with that they were like, "Oh, I'm tired of, I'm not liking where Apple's doing or going," and so they went to Windows, and then they came back because they were like, "Fuck that."
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah."
What always kills me is when people are using PCs and they complain about the Mac interface and how they don't want to go to Mac because they don't want to have to learn something all over again. And I go, well, no, the Mac interface is way easier than the Windows interface.
Yeah.
Good. I get lost. I don't understand it. I'm so, geez. Okay.
And also it works, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just, yeah. I'm constantly pulling machines in here to fix, clean up viruses and stuff in them.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Hey, gents. I think we're winding down. Any last minute questions? Else we'll call it quits. Ryan, you're quiet
Andrew
today,
just
dude.
put another one back
I'm
in
just
the
back
chat.
here listening to you guys. I'm working.
Okay, I understand. Sweet.
Have a good one, Joe. Thanks for
Hey,
the
Josh is finally here.
I've been
Did you
working.
eat?
I've been working. I got double AirPods, one for you and one for my work.
Oh my
So
God.
it actually, believe it or not, this actually works right well. You're inside my ear, so the whole time I heard your voice in my head. It's kind of sketch.
That's multi-processing, that's for sure.
I was running server updates trying to get my server to work properly with PWA. So it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it was little fixes and stuff. So got it working. So but I was listening for what was going on. Did you help Andrew with that leads thing?
Yeah, he's all fixed up now.
Perfect.
Awesome. Yeah, I think part of your brain is working with us. Is that correct?
Yeah. Part of it there. It was some processing.
So Josh, you might be one of those people that hears multiple voices in their head and it's actually okay, eh?
Yeah. It's actually a normal day. It's just another Wednesday.
Yeah.
I always got voices in my head.
I've always said the most sensible person to talk to you is yourself.
Yeah. That and my wife.
Joe, that Andrew just put another message in there. He was having another issue.
Oh. Gonna try and how to play with when preloading a feed. Where do you set the preload ID to say the CSV feed? Okay. Or I'll show that again. I think I
feed
quit
preload,
that
by the way,
project.
it's one of the best things. It's like easy.
He didn't save it.
Thanks for catching that, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so to preload a feed, so I'll delete this CSV feeds, right? So there is a feeds preload stack that you add to your page. And at that point, you add your feed. So if you're using CSV, okay, it's in the feeds preload stack that you set the feed ID. Okay. Then inside the feeds stack, you will then do preloaded feed. And at that, you put in the same ID that you have here. Excellent. Sweet. Perfect. Anyone else have any questions on that? Nope. All right, cool.
Easy part.
Yeah, feeds preload is useful especially if you're going to access the same data in multiple places, because then you only load it one time, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Cool. Anything else, guys?
Just so you know, I looked at Edge on my Mac. It's not doing that.
Interesting.
No scroll bars.
Yeah, that's why I'm
So
saying on the Windows side, he's probably got special scroll bars set up. You can just change that in settings for the Edge.
But it is still doing the scroll across on the home page. I can show you that if you want to see it.
sure.
Matrix.
Man, those truffles look good.
Oh,
Down there.
It's
Oh,
chocolate, isn't
sorry.
it?
I was supposed to be looking at the header and I'm looking at the chocolate.
No doubt.
Yeah, they use high-end stuff. They're not
Chess set looks good
not
enough to
Hershey
eat.
bars.
Okay. Okay, so what's oh okay, I see it goes across like that. What are you using to do that?
The menu is sticky. However, Davide set it up.
Mm.
Let me
Mercury.
and this is the same thing on a Mac. That's all it's supposed to do. Change color and add a little shadow.
Got it.
It came with the shadow. I added the color because they like green. Chocolate store and their favorite color is green.
Green chocolate.
At least it's used sparingly, right? It's not like a green website, which is yeah.
Or brown. Or brown.
Yeah.
The website
poop brown. Right?
I like the green on the top.
This is their current website.
Oh my goodness.
That
wow,
pale yellow. That pale yellow
you've
is
done a
supposed to
much
be
better
that
job
green.
for them.
yeah.
Yeah, that pale yellow background is supposed to be that lime green.
Oh, right.
Wow. Scroll down a little bit. That lady's face in the video, that's how I feel when I look at the website.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Wasted space.
And then one of the stupid little chocolate.
Don't let your
drip-
client watch this video, by the way. I just
Yeah, I was gonna say.
trashed them.
Might have been better if the traffic lights or the level crossings worked.
But this, well, I don't understand that.
Oh, is it meant to flow in from the left?
Not supposed to. This
Yeah,
is
it's
an
not supposed to do
edge.
that.
Yeah, all it's supposed to do is just change color and a little shadow so that it looks like it's on top of the page.
Okay, let me launch Edge here. Sorry, I'm eating some pretzels. Hungry.
The truffles got you?
Yep. Dude, these things are so dangerous. I don't know if you guys have ever tried these dots pretzels.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
So what you really need to do is melt chocolate chips, and you dip those in the melted chocolate chips. Then they're real good.
Have you tried? They have a barbecue flavor now. Have you tried that?
I have not.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Here's another thing. See up on the upper left and right hand corners of the menu, it's radiused. That's not supposed to be like that. And it's not supposed to be it's supposed to go all the way to across. But there's a radius up there.
okay. There we go. Edge is now up to date. Let's go ahead and go to mercury.davecandage.com. Look at that. Voila. All right. Figure it out. Oh, you guys probably want to watch me do it. let's go. No, I don't want that. I want that. There we go. I like it on the bottom. Okay. I never actually played with Edge's developer tools, so let's see how it is.
Hmm.
And if you do figure it out, we need to let Davide know.
We just do right 0. Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, interesting. Oh, I replaced the left 0. Left 0. There we go. Look at that.
Unknown caller.
Got that pixel up on the top.
The pixel up on the top. What?
Scroll all the way
You got a
back
white
up.
line.
See, there's like a 1 pixel white line up there. And it still has that rounded corner, so that's not supposed to be
That's
there.
this little. You have something that has a margin top of 1 pixel. I don't know what that is.
I think that's something in his project file.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but okay. So let's see if we did.
Hmm.
All right, I know the fix. All right, share your screen again.
It's not that Z index thing we messed with on my side, is it? In sticky.
Nah,
No.
this isn't with Z index. This is. Actually, let me test a different fix to see if we can fix it a different way. Oh, that's even a simpler fix. All right. Are you sharing screen? Okay, cool. Bring up the project file. And then go to that main menu container. Wherever that is. I
See,
think it's that.
there's a functional 1 pixel margin. I don't know why that's there, but
If you don't like it, delete it.
It's gonna break the page.
If you want in the custom classes, just put hide. And then that if you don't want to delete it.
Please hide.
All right, perfect. All right, that'll hide it. And then go back to that sticky menu. Right. In the custom classes there.
Yep.
Type in W:full. No space after the colon. Hey, should be good. I should fix it.
Just like that.
Yep. Why does it do it in Edge and not other browsers?
Close the partial.
I have no fucking clue.
Close the partial.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's in a partial.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good eyes. Wonder how many hours of the world have been wasted by people not closing partials.
Today.
Took me a long time to figure that one out.
In a way, partial's not rendering properly like they do in regular mode. It kind of helps. It's a visual indicator. It looks really screwed up. Oh. Got it.
Uploading at my dial-up speed. I'm probably lucky if I'm getting like 30 megapixels. Yeah,
Oh, luckily this isn't Total CMS 3 because I admit that's a lot of fucking files to upload.
Yes,
That is the one downside of Total CMS 3. It's like 5,000 files.
So that means if I ever go that route, I have to upgrade my chili dog.
No, I mean they're all tiny files. They're not like, huge files. So, in terms of space, it's not a lot, but it's a big app.
Command E or whatever.
Booyah.
However, the shadow is always there.
Oh, and it doesn't stick. Oh, that's because that's probably why he had the 1 pixel margin there. Because it has to be, if the menu is right at the top, it's sticky immediately.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. If you want to, you can give it a background color of like that chocolate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it'd be a 1 pixel line, but if you sampled the color from the chocolate in that, the chocolate at the top, then you wouldn't really notice it.
Yeah, that's true. I could do that.
So yeah, just a background swatch. Pick a color from there, that dark blue, dark brown. And then at that point, I mean, if you really looked, you might be able to see it, but probably not.
And where does this radius come from on the upper left? Well, both upper corners there.
That could be the browser. Is it not?
And this white on each end there, that's not supposed to be there either.
That's the browser, dude. That's the browser.
Oh, fine. Fucking Microsoft.
That's not you doing that.
No amount of CSS.
Yep.
It's all the way around, isn't it? The screen.
Yeah. Yep. That's the look of the browser. So yeah, just chuck in. A lot of times you could just put it right above that functional 1 pixel swatches stack, right above that 1 pixel foundation. The functional 1 pixel margin.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it right now. Do it. Go for it.
There you
Get her done. Chuck in a swatches stack right above it. There you go. Add in a background swatch. Boom. Give it a class of poop or something. I don't know. Chocolate margins or something. I don't
know. Choco poop.
Choco margin. I don't know. Top margin. I don't know. Sticky margin. Sticky chocolate. You can't start a class with a number. Just to let you know. There you go. Sounds good.
One pix fix.
Yep. And then go to the color setting. And then get that browser window in the view so you can click on the color thing and sample that color. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, I don't like that either. One of those things that Apple's like, oh, this is great. So I try to turn it on.
I turned that shit off. Yeah, I couldn't stand that. Some people like it though. Josh, I don't know how he likes it. That looks good to me.
Interesting.
Boom.
Yeah, it's not telling me anything's changed.
Oh,
one page did.
Close the partial.
Just thought about this. Okay, hold on. Go back in there. We're gonna have to change that fix a little bit. Okay, in that it has a so that column has a margin top of 1 pixel, but the height of it is 0 pixels. So we need to modify that. Delete the MT1 class, and then in your swatches, next to that background swatch, add a height swatch. Set it to 1px. Okay, and then do a height. No, you just use 1px. You don't need to change it. And then go down to height setup and set it to 1 pixel. Go to simple. Is 1 pixel even there? Yeah, it is 1 pixel.
I'm closing the partial.
Proud of you, man.
I have to tell Isaiah to put a little note. Remember to close partial.
So now I have to put together some sort of an email to email Davide saying, this is what happens when you open your project file in Edge.
They'll say they deserve what they got.
Nope. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Boom.
Okay. Still white up top there, but like you said, that's the browser. The browser.
That's the browser. Yep. Nothing you can do about that.
I could delete it. Oh. And it's not moving over. So what was making it move over?
I don't know. I just figured out the fix. I'll be honest. I mean, it looked like it wasn't going full width because it was making it expand out to be full width. So I was like, well, let's just add CSS that tells it to go full width, and worked.
Okay, so full width and then the pixel thing, which as I'm looking at it, might not even be a thing. Okay. Works for me.
Sweet.
A lot of work for simple, stupid shit. Well, it's a lot of work if you don't know what the hell you're doing.
I worked for like 5 or 6 hours yesterday on that camping site. Let's quit Edge. I don't need to be using Edge. I don't need that.
Yeah, but you're testing things out while you're doing it, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I was playing around actually. Or we'll talk a little bit if you guys want. Why not shooting the shit here? Here, I'll go to my local one a little faster. Okay, so I got this homepage filtering working, right?
Well, yeah.
So voila, that works really nice. So when you click on one of these, it populates. Again, these are buttons. So when you click on these, which are also buttons, there's just some custom JavaScript that takes the label from there and plops it on the label there, so it looks like it's a drop down. Yeah, it works pretty nice. Click search, comes over to here. It pre-does the search because those are the two things that I selected. By the way, everyone is fired because I had Shepherd's Hut misspelled for weeks, and all of you saw it, but you didn't tell me. So you're all fired.
Oh, was it
Text
Shepard?
is too small. I
Yeah,
can't read it.
I put Shepard. Yeah.
Shepard.
We don't know how to spell either.
Yeah.
It's the American in you.
So another thing that I'm not sure if I showed this off or not. Did I show this and or search logic here? I don't remember if I did that or not. If I showed you this.
You went through that
I
whole
thought
thing.
Yeah.
you're going to put in the extra features as well.
Yes. So this. So if you remember, I don't think I did this during the live stream. This particular thing didn't exist. So in here, if I select multiple, okay, and do a search, well, it didn't find any. Right. This is an OR logic where it has to have one of these. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you want it to be an AND logic where it has to actually support all three of those. Let's do something that is probably more like that. So now it has to support camper vans and a tent, right?
Yeah.
So that returned 11 campsites. Where if I now change this to be OR and search, it's 12, right? So there's more because the OR logic, it doesn't have to have both.
Yeah.
Right, which is nice. So you can dynamically select the logic of this search area, which is nice. And then the extras down here, this is always going to be and. So these
I
ones are
thought you were saying and or was going to be applied to that extra features as well. You're considering it.
No, I think the customer is fine with this being and just and.
Right.
But up here, they were thinking of having scenarios of where or would make sense and other scenarios where and would make sense. So yeah, we have this. I can easily add the same thing down here if we wanted it, but I think he's happy with the and logic.
I think it's so cute that you think end users are going to understand what and or mean.
Yes. Well, if you look, I added a tooltip.
Okay.
So if they hover over it, like, what's this? There you go. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That assumes that they mouse over that.
I mean,
yeah, that's true too.
My customers don't understand it when I put a slash through a zero. So.
Oh, really? Oh, God.
They keep looking for the key on it. The key. Where is that key on the keyboard?
So some other things I did. I was using rain check actually to load in all these images, right? Or let's go to like the full page just so it's 167. Okay. And I actually swapped it out for just using instead of a Total CMS image, the Foundation 6 image stack. And if you didn't know, the Foundation 6 image actually supports lazy loading of images. Okay. And if we look at this, I'm going to reload this page. And if we look, while there's 167 campsites here, if you look, there's only, I don't know, less than 10 images loaded. Okay. It's because I set the Foundation 6 image stack to lazy load. Okay. And it actually uses a feature from the browser. So the browser is doing this automatically. So it doesn't, there's no even code in Foundation that does this. This is 100% all the browser. Okay. And as I'm scrolling down the page, what you'll notice is the browser's automatically loading these images for us.
Do all browsers do that?
Yes. If a browser doesn't support the feature, it will load all of them. Okay. So, yeah, that was a nice little feature. I also spent quite a bit of time, as you know, Total CMS 3 supports outputting many different image formats. So I played around with what happens if I load in a WebP version of these thumbnails? What happens if I load an AVIF, which is kind of a newer format? What happens if I use progressive JPEG? Long story short, fucking JPEGs work great. Okay. It was yeah, there were some images that could have been slightly smaller with the WebP, but then like other images would be slightly bigger. Like so with these, I mean, these images are tiny anyway. If you saw in the network graph, let's reload again. And we're talking anywhere from 40, the largest is 77 kilobytes, right? So pretty tiny. Oh, this one's 85. Okay, but you know, all pretty tiny images. And it didn't matter which format I, loaded these images at. They were always approximately the same, within a kilobyte or so, up or down. And I was just like, it's not worth it. I'm just going to stick with JPEG. I know JPEG, even if someone comes to this site in a super old browser, JPEGs are going to work. Right. So I just stuck with JPEGs.
Did you upload those images at that size, or did Total CMS 3 shrink them?
Total CMS 3 dynamically shrunk these and converted them for me. Yeah.
Oh.
Now the big deal is the image quality setting in Total CMS 3. I set these to be 80. I probably could have gone lower, to be honest with you, because I'm actually loading these images at 600 pixels wide, and these are approximately about 300 pixels being displayed. So I'm loading in an image that's twice the potential size, but I lowered the quality down to 80. And like I said, I probably could go down to like 60, and you probably would never even notice the difference.
Yeah.
And then the images would probably be even half the size. So I still might lower it a little bit, but play around with that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want the quality to be at 90 or 100. 100 is the worst. Like it's going to create a ginormous. Even just going to 99 is a big difference from 100. But I bet, especially if you're loading in larger images and then scaling them down for a Retina display, you can get away with a much lower quality JPEG, and no one's ever going to notice.
Do those columns stay the same size?
Do the columns stay the same size? For the most, I mean, when they shrink down here, they do get a little bit bigger. And then on mobile, it goes single.
Okay.
I did a bunch of playing around with the WebP JPEG stuff, and like for your images there that have nature and flowers and trees and stuff, I didn't see the reason to do the WebP, but on product where you had a solid background, oh my God.
1,000%. Yes.
Oh, the WebP was like twice as small and twice as quality of the JPEG.
Oh, yes. I will. Yes. That's a great comment. I do agree that different image formats excel at different things. When you have a photograph like these, almost nothing can beat a JPEG.
Yeah.
JPEG is it just works. And WebP, like I said, they weren't like ginormously bigger. They were similar in size, right? But like the extra work and effort to do a WebP and then a fallback to JPEG just wasn't worth it, But WebP is amazing if you have a lot of the same color in the background or even transparent background. Instead of a PNG, a transparent WebP is like game changer. Yeah, 100%.
My file sizes were half the size, but the quality you could visually see it. It wasn't like strained to see it. It was like the WebP was better.
Yeah.
I remember back in the days when I was messing with iWeb, I put an image on the page, and the image would be like 20K. But if I rotated it 2 or 3 degrees, iWeb would turn it into a PNG and it would be like 200K.
Oh wow, yeah. Sweet. Okay, what else did I do on this site? That was kind of interesting. Trying to think.
Looking good, Joe.
Yeah, isn't it? It actually looks really great on mobile too. I actually another thing that I did. Let's see. Let me find one. I'm not going to go into the huge fix. It's kind of a crazy thing, but let me find where the hell is trying to find an example of one. Oh, here. All right.
Is it already alive or not?
No, this isn't live. Well, I mean, it's live on a test site, but the customer isn't using the site yet.
I see.
This heading here, if you notice, it gets cut off. Okay.
Yeah.
And I did that on purpose. Okay. I wanted to truncate it so the titles are only ever use one line. Okay. However, I was having a heck of a time when this went down to mobile and these were these were taking up the entire full width. The images were getting pushed past the edge of the screen on mobile. And a lot of very weird research came to me that it was me doing this truncating the text. And there's some within certain layouts, it's not every time you do this, but within certain layouts, when you want to truncate text, you have to set a minimum pixel width on the parent. And it can be anything. I set so on this parent, this block, basically, I set a minimum width of 0 pixels. Now, this makes 0 sense why I would have to do this. Saying it has to be a minimum width of 0 pixels, why? Who cares? But it fucking fixed it. I don't understand why, but it did. So I will, I have it on my to-do list to try to incorporate that fix into this utility class somehow so that, no one else has to suffer what I suffered through to get it all working. I also moved this from being a block grid. This was a block grid before, and I moved it to Bento. And yeah, I think that was a decent move. It just seems to work a little bit nicer with some of the various other changes that I made. So I moved that to Bento, and yeah, I think everything's loading really nice and crisp, and it works pretty well on mobile. Actually, I'm really happy with it. So anyway, and I'm sure I showed this off too, this page, which is nice.
Yeah, that's what I like. That.
Yeah, that little you can just click and it just loads. Really nice. Okay, well that's that. Anything else, guys? Else we'll call it quits for the day. I'm getting hungry.
It's nice to be here on a Wednesday. I don't normally get here.
Yeah, excellent. First
time for over a year.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, hopefully I'll see some of you on Friday.
Definitely.
And have a great rest of your week.
Thanks,
Thanks.